Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, the 25th of October, 2020. We are starting our 32nd week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu, safer at home, wear a mask, whatever. Currently here in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside, 73 degrees Fahrenheit inside. Humidity is 74%. Excuse me, that would be 29 degrees Celsius outside. Oh, shush. I am where the blue dot is. And this was going. What happened to it? There we go. A lot of rain in the area. Actually, the rain goes all the way up to where I was up in Delaware and further into New Jersey. So, even further now, it's looking like, well, yeah, up into New York. It's a big system. Anyway. It's going on 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up for a while, puttering, doing this, doing that, and trying to think of something to say for this. My tea. Detox tea, I guess, sort of, kind of. I'm still trying to come up with the exact measurements, and I'll let you all know when I come up with it. But it's basically a lemon ginger, starts out with a lemon ginger tea. I had parts of candy ginger, about I don't know, maybe a cup full of candy ginger. And then there's turmeric and powdered ginger, a little cayenne pepper, lemon juice, and apple cider vinegar. It's supposed to be a detox. When it's cold, it's rather tasty. There's not much ginger bite. I get a little bit from the apple cider vinegar, but not much. Just a little, kind of like a vinaigrette afterbite. I like that. So I don't taste the cayenne. I'm probably gonna have to up the cayenne. May up the ginger too, as well, the powdered ginger. Try some fresh ginger, but I've got all this candy ginger to use up. I eat that like candy anyway. But yeah, this is tasty. It's my second batch. Well, this is actually the first large batch. I made up a half gallon this time. The other one was more like a pint. But it went down easy. So then I upped the measurements and made a little bit more. And like I said, I gotta play with it a little bit. But it is what it is, right? So yeah, it's a little bit warm outside. I mean, it's only 83 degrees actual, but it's the humidity factor. You walk outside, it's like boom. So because it's raining, everything's wet. Oh well, it's Florida. I mean, I could be out there breaking a bit of a sweat if I wanted to be. Turn this one off. There we go. Yes, power off. This is how I do most of my videos, or all of my videos. This is my fourth backup. This see, I've got my main phone. This one actually has cell service on it. My Moto 7 is the one I'm shooting off of now. I have another one by the bed that usually has my alarm. Well, it has my alarm on it, and it works as a night clock, or the clock at night. I come in and pick it up, and it shows me the time without blinding me. So, and then this one is a backup. Excuse me. And there's one I can't find. It's been missing for a while. I don't know if I put it in one of my go bags. I need to dig through and find it, or if it's just lost somewhere in the brat buggy. So that's where I had it last, in the brat buggy, that I can think of. I mean, things get waylaid, you know. So anyway, yesterday I was talking about charging the battery for the brat buggy. One of the things I did this morning was I went out and I got this power bank splitter thing, whatever it is, and I cut the end of it off, took the end of it all apart. You know, this usually has an end, something like that. Only it had a amp meter, a digital amp meter in it. I wanted to try to save that. So I took it apart. The end was busted. So I took it all apart. I got the digital piece working. Hang on a minute. Oh. So that's showing that that's charging. So I'll get those batteries charged up and get those back out in the brat buggy. And then I'm going to go ahead and find another end for this and wire it back together again. Or wire it together. Maybe I'll just wire it directly into the battery instead of going with a plug. So, that might actually work now that I'm thinking about it. I'll just go ahead and plug this right into, just cut this up and wire it right into the battery. Then I have 3 12-volt outlets and 2 USB outlets. It may work. So, just another one of those projects, you know. I got all my, well, 3 of my battery banks all charged back up. This one, I don't know if you can see that or not. One of the USB ports is busted off. So that's like half of that battery doesn't discharge. And I can't see how to take this thing apart. Not that I would be very good once I got inside of it if I did anyway. But I'm going to keep this probably as a backup. I can hear the part inside. So I won't do it now, right? End up probably ordering another one of those. Although actually they're cheaper now than what I paid for these. I think I paid almost $30 for these, and now a similar one is $20. So I'll go ahead and order another one. And then I have 2 of these. This is the one that I have with me all the time. This one will recharge off the solar, but it takes like 3 days to fully recharge. And I can recharge it off my battery system or off of my USB hub in like 3 hours or something. So I keep it charged up that way. They come in handy. They all do. If I'm going into like the daughter's house or anywhere really, and the possibility that the phone's going to, die out, I've got one of these available with a cord, and just keep my phone topped up. So most of them will do the phone 3 or 4 times. They run my USB fans if I want to do that, which is nice. I don't have one here. If I'm out and about or whatever, and sitting at a, go and find a picnic spot or whatever, and I want a small fan, the small USB fans from like Walmart, they're $5. They move a surprising amount of air, and they'll run all night on one of these battery packs. Actually, 2 of them will run all night on one of these battery packs. So I found that out on this past weekend on my trip. Excuse me, I had them hooked up that way. I need to figure out a better way to hooking them up though, because the cords were like hanging across the bed, and I'd roll over and smack the cords and whatever. So I got to figure that out. I will eventually. I've got things kicking around in my head. Even if I just use get 2 of the smaller battery things, because these are 200,000. I think they're not those glasses. Look at these glasses. I gotta clean up in here. I lost a couple pairs of glasses. 20,000 milliamp hours. And like I said, this will run 2 of those fans all night with no problem. So maybe if I get a couple of the 10,000 milliamp ones, and then I can put one on either side of the van and not have to worry about the wires crossing everything. Of course, that means I have to charge 2 battery packs, but that's not a major big deal. So, I still really need to hook up my solar panel. I've got a small one. I've been thinking I want to get one of the hiker style. It's got like 3 panels. It folds out, folds up very tiny. That's the one problem I have with the panel I have now. It takes up a lot of space. It's only that big. It's not a full size solar panel. It's a 50-watt panel. So, but it takes up a lot of space in the front of the van or in the brat buggy. And it works, but it takes up a lot of space. So the other one folds up more compact, and if I want to use it, I can just throw it up on the dashboard or take it with me and throw it in the sun or whatever. Maybe a little bit more easy. So I don't know, but that's $70. I've got it in my cart on Amazon for a future purchase. Of course, my cart on Amazon has got something like 600 future purchase ideas. Some are no longer viable, but that happens, I go through and I'll look through things and put multiple of the same in the cart. That way I can go back and go through the ones that are in the cart and which ones do I really want, which one, because you can compare, because you might find $3 or $4 difference or $10 difference. Then you go in, you read the reviews, and you look them over a little bit more carefully and figure out which one you want to get. A lot of times you can get, you get the exact same thing or extremely similar for a, substantial difference in price. So, yeah, but I think I've got three of the folding solar panels carded at the moment to go back in and look through. So, but that's, like I said, that's an option down the road. I don't really need that. I have the small, 7-watt charger from Harbor Freight. It's a battery maintainer, really. It's not a battery charger, but throw it up on the dashboard and let it run and fill the batteries up. That'll work. So we'll let it run and fill. Let it run through this. I don't know, 7.5 watts. Of course, most of these, that only takes 5 watts, I think, for the USBs. So maybe it's worth a shot, right? I've got the panel, and anyway, yeah. And I got the bigger panel. Just figuring out which way is the best way to go. And of course, like mine is, I'm not set up just to go out camping. It's hurricane season. You just saw that big old storm I showed you out off the coast. It goes up the entire coast. And there's talk of another storm forming down like off between Cuba and Cancun. There's a system out there spinning around that they're saying could become a tropical storm, if not a hurricane, as it comes into the Gulf. So, and a couple of the spaghettis show that coming this way. So, just something to keep an eye on. I'll keep my supplies stocked up and whatever, and be ready to get going if I need to. Whether it's to my daughter's brick house or inland somewhere else or something like that. But and again, a lot of that depends. Right now, oh man, I'm a little aggravated. I don't know if any of y'all use like ViStar Credit Union. That's the bank that I use. And I went to put some cash in Friday because I don't want to walk. But I needed gas. I wanted to put cash in my account so I could just slide my card. That's how lazy we've gotten, right? So that I didn't have to walk in and deal with humanity in the store to pay for my gas. But when I got there, the system was down. The system was down system-wide or whatever, company-wide. So it was like, well, that stinks. And I had to go in and pay for cash. Well, I still can't get into my accounts. I've been through several different search engines or whatever. Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox. Been on there on my phone. The ATMs are still down. I'm expecting a cash or a deposit, and it's showing it's sent from the other side, but it's not showing in my account. I'm not showing anything since early Wednesday in my account. Aggravating. So I don't know what to do. I guess just tomorrow go to, if it's still malfunctioning, then I need to go to the bank and talk to somebody in person, which is probably going to be a line of people there. I know I'm not the only one that this is happening to. The good thing is I still have cash on hand because the ATMs aren't working. Apparently, the cards will still work at like stores or whatever, but I don't like doing that. I don't like getting the cash advance or cash, getting cash from the cashier. They most places charge you for that. I'm not letting them charge me for my own money. Heck with that. Anyway. So yeah, that's a little aggravating. Hopefully that'll straighten itself out here in the next couple of days. I mean, it's been a couple of days. It should have been straightened out already, but they probably went in to fix something that wasn't broken, and then they really broke it. Anyway. So, it goes raining just a little bit. Let's see, what else can we cover? There's not a whole lot else. I need to go. Like I said, I've been puttering around here a couple hours, get my battery chargers hooked up, and coming up with different ideas here and there. And I got a pile of dirty clothes that I collected from hither and yon. Some were in the van, some were in the brat buggy, some were laying around here. I need to go get those in the wash. Just sometimes it's a never ending, you know what I mean? So things to do, people to see. Today's Sunday, so I'll be heading out to my son's house later to see the granddaughters. But other than that, yeah, I guess that's pretty much caught up. I don't know how long we've been running here. I'm doing my glasses. Another thing, I got this place so messed up. There they are. Yep, 22 minutes. That's enough listening to the fat man yabble. So, yabble? Babble, yak, yabble. I made a new word. Imagine that. Let me know what you think, folks. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around in your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll get some links in the description box, wherever that is on your device of choice. You'll also find my snail mail, in case you want to send me something interesting, something cool, something to make my eyeballs sweat, a box of rocks, postcard. You'll also find my email, my PayPal, in case you want to, buy me a slice of pizza or a soda or a cup of coffee or, something like that. So, yeah. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I'll see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slouchy, y'all. Bye-bye.